Any other questions you wanted to ask Source, Aurora, since Source is around?
We are complete.
We're complete? Okay. Very good.
It's unbelievable. I have to sit up. Uh,
Right?
yes.
It's
Oh,
crazy. All the
yeah.
synchronicities, right? All this.
I'm still like seeing everything. We were just in Egypt the whole
We were
time.
we, we were in Egypt the whole time. Like we went back to Egypt back when you were Rufus. You had a past life there,
yes.
and
Wow.
you had a past life there. You had a community like you do here in normal life, right? You had a community.
Ah,
You built a community with,
yes.
and you were also into healing arts. Subconsciously, you were growing herbs, you were making
Yeah.
oils and the spices. And your mom then taught you all these things, right? Your mother,
Wow. That was really beautiful connection.
right?
I really, oh, be good to your mother.
Right? Be good to your mother, everybody, even if she's bad. Even if she's bad, she's always good. That was a message for all of us, right?
Yeah, yeah. You know what? It's like there are many relationships with mothers.
Mm-hmm.
There are many different relationships with mothers, but every relationship with every mother is
Mm-hmm.
special and it's sacred. And there is a lesson in all of them. Let's not forget that.
Mm-hmm.
It can be, even though it's hard, there is something that you will get from it. We just have to go to just go beyond,
Mm-hmm.
see the
Within.
bigger picture,
Mm-hmm.
go within, see the bigger picture, go in and expand, go in and expand to see the whole message. There is a message in it.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have gone through the birth canal with your mother if it wasn't for a big and great purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
She gave you a life
Mm-hmm.
that we can be grateful for.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just your life. How much, how much can we be grateful for our lives?
Right.
Just that.
Just
Just that.
alone, right?
Wow, that's big.
That was profound. That was a huge, huge insight. The mother. And yeah, we went to Egypt the whole time. I love it. Maybe our sessions can be about Egypt, like finding,
Yay!
I love the key. Oh my God, the key was amazing. Oh my
What
God,
was,
I was getting
yeah.
chills about the key and the
Oh,
meaning.
the sun. You were looking at the key. I was
Yeah,
holding the key and doing
yeah,
like this.
yeah,
And I was looking through the hole to the sun. And this is how you activate the key.
yeah, through the sun. In the left
You know
side,
what?
we were at the pyramid, right?
You can do it in Egypt. You can also do it in your mind.
In my mind that I'm there, right? That I have it,
Yeah,
right?
it's like everybody can activate their own ankh,
Hmm.
and oh yeah, you should have your own. Nobody should touch your ankh.
Nobody. It's like a
Ah,
healing tool, like a shamanic drum. Nobody touches that, right?
have you seen the guys? They're always holding the ankh.
Yes. Uh-huh.
It's because it's their ankh.
Uh-huh.
Nobody should take their ankh.
Hmm.
Yeah, do you
They
see
all
somebody
had in
touch?
the pictures, right? In the different
Yes, they're holding the ankh inside,
hmm.
and they have their ankh in the right hand, I think.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, it was the
yeah,
right
the
hand.
right hand.
Hmm. I'm left-handed,
And
so I always carry on the left, but it's the right hand. Yeah.
and all the Egyptian pictures, the pharaohs, they're holding it in the right hand, and it's
Hmm.
because it's their ankh, and
Hmm.
nobody else is supposed to touch their ankh.
Hmm.
Everybody have an ankh.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody have their ankh.
Everybody needs an egg. Yeah.
Yeah, we all are signed. You know, we just have to activate our ankh.
Hmm. Activate our egg. Yeah.
I'm still getting
processing.
messages.
You still, that's why I haven't stopped recording, because we want to capture. You're getting a
Wow.
lot of downloads all the time. We also heard you need to
Yeah.
record them because you're getting a lot already still. Like,
Yeah. Woo! I'm so high.
you're so right.
I remember I was rubbing my head at one point. I don't remember what I was
You
doing.
you were doing
When was
something
that?
when we were talking about when our source was coming in. There was source was answering a lot of questions. You were channeling source at the like the yeah for a while.
Yes. I just remember I was massaging my forehead.
The
I don't
third
remember
the
what I
third
was saying.
eye. The
Yeah,
third
yeah,
eye.
yeah.
You were massaging the third eye. I'm like, oh, and source was coming through, and we had a lot
Oh,
of questions for source and about the knee. The knee's a teacher too. It's a teacher for you to slow down. We were doing too much for a while, and but it's gonna be okay. But it's just you needed
yeah,
a messenger, and the knee was your messenger to slow down.
yeah. It's my teacher, and
It's a teacher.
yeah, and I have you know, I knew something, but not all of this. What I said, I knew, I knew it was like slowing me down, but I didn't know it was like this big teacher, like really the teacher. Like, girl, you better stop before.
Right, right. And I think
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it came through as a message, and the tempo, right? I guess the tempo. You were connected to the whole thing. I mean, it was beautiful as Rufus' life. You
Rufus,
were
wow.
in the river in the Nile. You moved to Luxor, right? You lived in Luxor, and you touched it because you were there a long time ago before, and you felt the
Yeah.
familiar when it was vibrating. You were feeling what you felt before. It was
And
familiar.
also, I was very connected to Luxor. I remember
Yeah.
when we were going from Luxor from the trip in Egypt. We were in the bus, and then somebody said, "Yeah, we're almost at the airport." I freaked out in the bus. I freaked out. I couldn't breathe. I was just, and
That's
then
right.
I went to Jill in the back, and she was just like, I was just like, "Are we going?" I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go from Luxor. I was just like we were almost to the airport, and I was just like, "Oh, I don't want to go. I don't want to go from Luxor." And then she was just like, "Aurora, come down, breathe, breathe, breathe. See this lotus flower in your heart,
Mhm.
opening, taking all Luxor and everything into your heart, all the experience, the land, the flowers, and everything." And I was just like taking all Luxor into my heart because I didn't want to go so fast, in a plane. I mean, last time I traveled, I was on a camel going back. It took 7
So,
weeks.
to get
And
there
now I
from
was going to a plane and like, woo! And then I was just closing my crown chakra. Jill was helping me closing.
Mhm.
And then I felt better and I was just like more calm. And it's like, Luxor was not going anywhere. I was just had Luxor in my cell. It was inside of me.
Mhm.
And then when we went to the airport and we went inside and everything, and there was like 1.5 hour delay, remember?
Yeah.
And then we could do a circle and we all shared in a circle, remember?
Yeah.
And I was so happy that I didn't have to go so
And then
fast.
we were dancing too, remember? We were all dancing in the cafe, right? Because we were
That was, I mean, look, do you remember people were like, what's going on with these people?
we were having a blast, and I cried too a little bit. I cried when we got to Cairo because I knew that was it. That was the end.
Yeah.
I didn't care about Cairo no more. I was so like the same thing. Like I missed that whole day and a half, right, of not being there.
Yeah.
And when I got there, I didn't want to leave either. I was so sad
I
when
I am definitely going back to Luxor. Like, I don't know. I just want to be there, and
me too.
I
I
want
don't
to go.
have. Me too. Like I just
Let's
want to
go
be there
together.
for like five. I mean, 5 days would be, and and then just go fly in and out of Cairo. I don't care. I want to be in Luxor for
Yeah,
like three
yeah,
or
yeah.
4 days.
Yes,
3 days was
definitely.
not enough. 3 days was not
Yeah,
enough.
no, no, no,
No.
absolutely not. And it was so unbelievable when, in the hypnosis session, I remember when I was t sailing down the Nile and
Oh, that was
selling the herbs with the medicine people.
yes.
And I also when I came back to see my mother before she died, and then I went back home on the boat,
On the boat.
and I did and that
You did it
trip.
again.
Yes, and for me, I for me, when I think about it, it was one of the most beautiful experiences I've had
Me too.
in that lifetime,
Oh my God.
And
Yeah.
I really want to sail from Cairo to Luxor. I really want to do that again,
Hmm.
in this lifetime.
Me too. This lifetime, yeah. I want to go back and spend more time on a boat and Luxor to Cairo. It was so profound, and I saw that too. As you were saying and describing it, I was seeing it, and because I can see things in a
Wow.
movie, right? I can see movies.
Yeah.
That's how I see things in movies, and I saw us in that. Say in that, I saw you. I saw you, and it's like, oh my God, and the spices and
Yeah. Oh, there was like ceramic or some balls, and then
oh,
also
red,
some
red.
sacks.
Yeah, some sacks and red. It
Yeah,
was
and
red.
we were, and I was, my mother, she gave me herbs.
Mhm.
Yes, when we were, I was selling the herbs.
Mhm.
Yes, I was selling the herbs, and that's how I could afford to have a boat down
Mhm.
to Luxor because
Mhm.
of herbs that my mother gave it to me.
Mhm.
And my friend, and I don't remember who this friend was. Maybe we can connect to that, like who was working with me
Next
in
time,
the
yeah, we
community. Yeah,
yeah. Next time we can go
but there
back.
was somebody really dear with me that I like to work with.
Yeah.
And was also we're in the same field.
Mhm.
And we were. This is how we got to go so fast to
Mhm.
Luxor.
To look, so yeah.
Yeah, and then I went alone with a camel because I had more than one camel, so I could
Okay.
spare one camel.
Okay. Yeah.
And I
And it,
sold it so I could
mhm.
take the boat back again.
Mhm.
And I could do the whole selling herbs again. So actually, my mother, I remember this. You know what? I'm channeling still.
You're still
I'm
channeling, and
open.
I'm glad you're still open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still connected. So I can see my mother. So like I paid for my trip with the herbs I sold. I also got money so I could buy the land. So when I went from my house,
Mhm.
my mother gave me herbs that I could sell and oils
Mhm.
so I could buy a land because in Egypt you don't have just money.
Mhm.
You have like
Food.
spices and oils,
Mhm.
and you can trade it and it's
Mhm.
valuable.
Mhm.
And that's how I got my land.
Mhm.
And I also had seeds with me
Mhm. You had
that my
seed.
mother saved and she gave it to me.
Mm.
And now I see it. And now I know. And now I
Mhm.
know.
Mhm. And she
I
was your
did not know
grandmother, right?
this.
And she was your
Yes.
grandmother too, right? You signed to her
Yes.
eyes, right? Mhm. She was your grandmother.
We have the same name.
Mhm. You had the same name.
Yeah.
And your wife was your daughter, right?
Or, yes, he was much younger than me.
She
Yeah.
was a
She was
baby, and you
16. I was like 26 or something. She was like, and I mean, she was like a kid,
she was like a kid.
when,
She didn't know what was
yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah. Like when I got her, what was his name again?
His name was Rufus, right? Rufus?
Rufus.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was when Rufus got her. He was much older and much wiser. I don't know. He had been working and since
Mhm.
he was 17, she was just like this young. daughter of a herbalist or something. You know what I mean?
Exactly. The
You know,
seed guy.
with
Yeah.
all the perfumes and everything. She was just like really pretty. And
Hmm.
she didn't know so much about
About
the.
life.
She knew about picking herbs, but she
Mm,
didn't know about cooking food. You know,
mm.
she
No, you
did
had to
that.
teach her. You had to teach her.
Yeah, and that was like, I mean, that was not really normal at that time.
Okay. And then
Man,
your
they
men didn't.
they were not cooking like, I mean, but I learned how to cook.
Mm. You
Yeah,
didn't get along with your father either, right? In that life, you didn't stand him.
you know what? I felt like he was in the way of me and mom.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came home, stopped working abroad, I was out of there. You know, we knew we couldn't be together at the same place. And my mother knew also.
Mm-hmm.
And she loved the guy. And she wanted her man back, but she loved her son too. So she gave me a beautiful life with her medicine. And she gave me I mean, this is like gold, what she gave me.
Mm-hmm. She gave you gold. Yeah.
Yeah, she gave me gold
Yeah.
to start my future. And also, you know, because I was into this medicine and herbs, see, I was connected to this herbalist guy that had this beautiful daughter.
So that's where your that's where your healing art started, and that's you connected with your grandmother too, right? Remember you said you wanted to
Wow.
connect with your grandmother. So
Yeah, I had no idea. Like when I started the hypnosis session, I was like, wow. You know, I mean, I was not very deep in the beginning. I was just like, okay, I'm in Egypt. So easy to be in Egypt, sitting, you know, standing when we saw the orbs, you know?
yeah, we saw
That
orbs
like,
together too.
yeah, I
In
mean,
this,
you saw the orbs, and I was just like, I kind of just wanted to be in Egypt, and that was like my favorite place when we and you were sitting together, and you were like, oh, look at the orbs, look at the orbs, and I was just like sitting, you know, there where we were, sun was coming up, and I just decided to, okay, let's go to Egypt. This is my favorite place. I completely remember this place and feeling, and that's just what I started. And then I was a guy and a young male, and then I was taking something, and everything was about food. And I loved my mother and my siblings and my father. Oh, wow, this is like a big story.
it is right. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Unks, and then you also talked about the Karnak with the key. Oh, that was huge! Oh my God, that you have to publish that. Oh my God, you have to give that to Jill. Oh my God, that was so good.
What
When
was
you
that?
when you were talking about when you went to Karnak and about the keys, one key was broken. There were two little
Oh.
keys. Oh,
Oh my God.
I have
Yeah,
to.
that thing. Oh,
You
I
were
will send
channeling.
you. Nina sent me the recording
Yeah,
when I was telling talking about the
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 energies,
spell, the
the
spell.
spell over man. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
Wow.
now the spell is lifted. So now men are can put themselves together. I
Hmm.
mean, so the men on the earth now they have to put themselves together, but all the new men are not born with the spell.
They're not the new ones. That are your children, my nephew. They're not like that anymore. It's their
Yeah.
parents. My brother's still broken, but not the kids.
No, but now it's more easy
Yes.
for men to align themselves back to putting all
So,
the nerve ends
yes.
again. It
Hmm.
was like this,
Oh yeah, that's what you
They
said.
needed to be like this.
Hmm. Yeah.
This is connected.
Yeah.
This is disconnected.
Yeah, exactly. So our parents were like that, our fathers, right? But the younger generation, the children, and my nephew, they're not like that anymore. They see the world so different. I see it
Yes.
too. I feel it. So then now that was a huge download. I was like, wow.
And actually, one thing I got is like, whenever you are conscious and you realize something, it is like the spell was lifted when I saw it was a spell.
Yeah, when you saw that it was a spell.
It was just like, it's a spell. I see it. It cannot exist any longer.
No, it can't. It was gone. It's gone now.
Yeah, it's because my eyes were shining on it.
They were.
That's what that's my consciousness is shining
Mm-hmm.
on it, and it just shh.
Right.
It's like melting away things.
Mm-hmm.
So this is so important to be conscious.
Mm-hmm.
That's our mission in life, to go back to ourselves
Mm-hmm.
and open our consciousness and go bigger, feel how big and large we are,
Mm-hmm.
and feel, go in to see out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Right.
know. I don't know
Right.
what I'm saying. I'm just trying
Right.
to explain something.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You channel well, and even now you're still channeling because you're still connected. So
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't. Yeah, so it was a good session. We can meet again in the future, but right now
I felt really good under. I was just like
you were.
really relaxed. First, I was awake first, and then I was just like in my own movie,
You were.
going and on the fields and looking at the Nile and the camel when I was going back to mom, and when I was carving this whatever. What was this
Oh,
thing that I
you
dragged out?
found something. You found like a plate
Yeah,
or something, right?
something black with some.
Something black with some
What was
writing.
what did they
Hieroglyph.
say? That they say something. They say something. It said something.
I forgot
We
what it.
are
We
we
are.
are the we are the ancient ones.
We're the
We're
ancient
the
ones.
elders.
We're the elders. Yeah, we're the
Something
ancient
like
ones.
that.
It was powerful. It's like, whoa, you know.
Yeah. I just heard it. I was trying to look at it, in this channeling, with my eyes. I see visions, but I couldn't
Oh,
see. I just could see black black rock.
it was black
It,
rock.
yeah, but it was like maybe this thick. It was
Mm-hmm,
not very thick. It was
mm-hmm,
very, but it was a little bit broken on top, on the
mm-hmm,
right.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was a tablet.
It was a tablet. Okay. You fit right in when we went to Luxor. I knew there was something there. I'm so glad. When we went to the bazaar and you were having your smoke with the sales guy when we were buying our things, it was just unbelievable.
I was the boss.
You were the boss. That was the best. That was a pretty fun time I had there. Like,
That was like a free day. I mean, free time. We had what, an hour?
right,
What
we
a
would,
precious hour.
right. It was precious. Like Nina was with us. Remember, it was
Yeah,
me, you,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Nina. We were like, and then I bought that cat and all these other things, right? I bought a few things, right? And then we got matching eggs, right? This thing, and you also
Oh,
said
yeah.
that we need to write things down in our eggs, right? They write things in the eggs, right? You were also saying
Yes. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Yes, we can design our eggs.
you
We
could
can put. Yeah, we can put what you want to have on your egg, and also what is written on the eggs
yeah,
of the pharaohs.
pharaohs.
I've never looked it up. I'm gonna Google now. I have
I'm
to
gonna
go
start
Google.
looking at all the
Me
pictures,
too.
the people.
Like, what did they write on their eggs? Like, I just got that what you put on the egg is like it's like a magical too.
Magical too, and the ink that we got in Luxor has a lot of things. Look see written,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
and I'm gonna start to learn Egyptian
the
old
hieroglyphics, right?
hieroglyphics. Yes.
Me too. Actually, I've been trying to learn Arabic writing, because I told you I saw something come through the first time that I was in Giza, right? I told you that I woke up with a stomach ache and then suddenly I
Yeah.
started seeing some symbols, right?
Yes.
Right. So, and I sent it to Shahira and she said it looks like the letter A and she feels water energy from it too, she says. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, and we're related to her, right? As well, right?
Oh, Shahira, yes, she's our sister. She's our
Sis-
curly hair sister.
And see, talk about hair, how powerful hair is, that it's antennas, that we should let it loose because we get
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not put it in a bun all the time.
don't put it on a bun all the time and let it down and let it be long. Don't no cut it, right? Just keep
Yeah.
it long
Yeah.
and yeah, right? Because it's our antennas to the ethereal realms, right? And
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
and the hair is sensing. It's getting messages.
it's getting messages. Uh-huh.
Oh,
It
wow.
was
I never thought about it so deeply until like what was it like? It's like a messages. It's an
mhm.
antenna. Something else. I said something more.
Yeah, you said
Forgot.
something else, but I'm gonna send you the recording and you can,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, clip
yeah.
it and do things with it. It was really good. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what, yeah, just write things, grab your phone and record whatever comes down. You're getting a lot. You're probably gonna get some things at night.
Yes.
They were also asking about astral realms to go there
Oh
and
yeah, we're gonna meet somewhere
we
in
meet,
dream
and we meet.
state.
Yeah, we're gonna meet, and we meet already, and we just need to be more. I just need to be more aware. But I
Yeah,
told you
yeah,
I
yeah.
dream about us still being in the bus with Shahira, going to places, activating things, and
Oh
doing
wow.
energy work.
Yes.
She says same with her. She says she still dreams about the trip, being in the bus with
Wow.
us, and
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, and I just watched the video that like an interview Jill had with Shahira. I just
Uh,
watched it the other day, and I was like, oh, I know her, you know, but it was like 2 months old or 3 months old.
Right? And then
Yeah,
I
it
show
was an
you the
interview.
other one, right? I show you the other one with Ruba, right? With my other friend who's also not, she's not Egyptian. I think she's Palestinian or something, but she's
Okay.
Arabic, right? Sorta. Ruba, she's also a hypnotherapist, right? And I sent you the video she did with Shahira about the Jesus energy, right? The thumb thing and all of that,
Oh,
right?
I have to watch it. I haven't watched it. I'm gonna watch it.
And you're gonna like, wow, the
Oh my,
Jesus energy.
I love this. Oh
We're
my God.
related
Yeah.
to,
And next time we go do a section, let's talk about Jesus.
because we're related to Jesus or
I
something. We
know.
really,
I know. And
you
Mother Mary and Jesus, like you should see where Mother Mary is now.
right?
I will send you a picture.
In
See, it's
10
like,
days is her birthday. In 10 days is her birthday. So
yes, she's a December sister.
yeah, December sister, right? Our
Yeah.
patron, right? Our
Yes.
the well, she was one of the. I mean, they're all Isis, right? Isis was the
Yeah.
first one, right? And then like all the Marys, right? All the different Marys for each
Yeah.
country, right? Where they found them, right? Or the Madonna, right? Also, right?
Mhm.
She's also one of them, right? So,
Wow.
wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. But I'm so
Thank
happy
you
we met
so
for your
much.
birthday, right?
Oh, yeah, wow. Thank you so much, Victoria.
Yeah.
I can't express my gratitude to you.
Well, happy
I'm like,
birthday, you know?
oh, thank you.
Yeah. And, all right, sister, I'll let you go sleep.